Hello, everybody, and welcome to Tuesday. No, I don't get this. I don't Tuesday. It comes.
Welcome to Shrink Wrap Tuesday.
Shrink Wrap Tuesday.
It's time to take the shrink wrap off the latest video games.
That's right. Here's Chris
Waters.
Series.
Here to the long-running series.
Here we are in Tuesday because it's not just any Tuesday. Alex Navarro and Brad Schoonmaker.
My DualSense was exposed to toxic waste.
Wow.
Mutated into this vile form.
Let's go. Let's take it over to Brad Shoemaker's camera. We're going to go full screen so you can show the folks at home why we're here on a lovely Tuesday. What do you got going on?
The PlayStation VR2.
VR Tuesday. VR Tuesday.
Stuff around here.
Okay.
Check it out.
Now,
it's a VR headset.
I like
it sure is
the look of this headset because it has a very we should state from the top here. Brad, you have been probably more in VR than Alex or I have been over the last 5 years-ish, right?
Sure. Yeah.
But I am coming from the PlayStation VR1, but this helmet has that kind of like Japanese anime like visor look to it.
Yes. Extremely looks like you're some kind of future anime shock trooper.
Yes, and I kind of dig that, and
it's terrifying.
I kind of like it. Like you
this
should be
the helmet they put you in so you can pilot your giant robot.
Yes.
Wait till you see what it looks like from the inside.
And like you need the rest of the kind of plastic armor pieces to go on the rest of your skin suit that you're going to be wearing when you're in there.
They should sell a Halloween costume.
So you've got this PlayStation VR2. Let's just say out of the gate, it's not inexpensive. This is not inexpensive.
No, this thing is $550
for the helmet. Yeah, and the controllers.
Just the headset and the two controllers. What is the Horizon bundle? 600.
600, and then the charging, the docks for the controllers to charge within, I think is another $50 or something like that, 40 or $50.
I think that thing is probably worth it because the battery life on these things is not incredible.
But
so you're going to want to cradle them when you're not using them.
So for me, somebody coming from mostly PSVR 1, the thing I'm mostly looking forward to, Brad, I've heard good things about the hardware here, but one single cable to connect to your PlayStation 5.
Yep. One cable to connect them all. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
It's a USB-C cable, and I'm going to answer probably the most pressing question that everybody's going to have that we kind of can answer right now is out of the gate, out of the box, plugging this into a PC does not work as a VR device as of now.
Definitely not. But
maybe in the future.
Tinkering is ongoing, so we'll see where that stuff ends up.
All right, take it away, Brad.
It's just the one USB-C in the front. I've only managed once to go too far for the cord and kind of yank my PS5 at a disturbing angle. So I hope that port is going to survive. We will see. All right.
Don't yank your PS5. Yeah, show us what you got.
Okay, I got a little bit of audio changeover stuff to do here if you want to fill for a second.
Sure, yeah.
Also, I'm going to sound bad through most of the stream because I'm using a wireless headset.
You're jacking in?
Yes.
No, it's fine.
I will be coming to you from the virtual realm.
So, Alex, you're a PSVR 1 user, right?
I mean, define user in that there is one on my shelf that I have not turned on in, I'm going to say, at least 2.5 to 3 years, yes.
Okay, I've used mine fairly recently. I bought the adapter kit for the PS5 to get in there, and for the camera. As Brad kind of suits up here, I pre-ordered this as well. I'm pretty excited to get it. It sounds like the hardware is. It sounds like from the Digital Foundry review said it's comparable to kind of what's out there, if not maybe slightly better in some aspects to kind of current VR tech. The big question will be the games that are coming for it. It sounds like, he's pointing at the VR. Okay. Does that mean take it to... Okay, here he goes. He's going inside.
Yes.
Let's watch.
Let's narrate our intrepid Bradley putting on the headset.
Note with glasses on. He's putting it on with glasses. We can't hear you. We can't hear you.
Yes.
There we go.
There is some switcherooing that needs to happen here.
Okay,
so.
he's got the back latch is opened. It is suction cupped on. Now, this looks like what I would hope VR would look like, this helmet. Look at Brad.
He also looks like he's able to wear this with his glasses on without it being a nightmare.
Yes, and the helmet is now on, and now the headset is on, and he is mic'd up.
Hello, hi.
Brad is inside the VR world, yes.
Okay, all right. All right. Same. Okay, this I can't see anything right now.
Wait,
that's okay.
Same basic like putting on process as the first one. Still one of the easier headsets to put on, I think.
Okay.
The scope. This a little nitpicky, but this feels a little fragile going in and out compared to the first one, which is maybe a little disturbing. But
okay.
Otherwise, basically the same kind of fit and so forth. All right.
How is it with your glasses? Feels pretty good.
It's not bad.
Okay.
That's hard to show. These rubber flaps, can you see?
Yeah, the flanges.
Yeah, these you kind of have to make sure to wrap these around your glasses. I've had them get caught on glasses.
Okay.
And then you can you can see kind of in your peripheral vision. These are meant to go around your eyes and kind of fully obscure the periphery. So it's fine. It's not bad at all. Okay, are you ready?
I think I'm ready. Tell me, should we change over to your feed here?
Where are these controllers? You know what? I won't have to look around. I won't have to do this in just a second. Here we go.
Uh-huh.
I'm turning it on.
All right.
Okay.
Oh. Okay.
Check me out.
Okay, so we're just getting black from your feed. Yes.
Oh no. Okay, hold on. Let me.
I assume you're using the cameras.
Yes.
Okay. I was getting gameplay, and it went to black. I think when you switched to the, it might be a privacy thing.
Yeah, I have to turn these controllers on. Give me a second.
Okay, you look like you're in VR.
You're in it, man.
You look like you're in the next generation.
Bradley
of VR.
Mnemonic
for sure.
Man,
I don't get online.
I don't know how you haven't put like a smiley face sticker or something on the front. Yeah, just two big eyes or something on the front of your big VR helmet.
Are you seeing screen now?
No, we're still seeing black.
So apparently some of the menus don't stream out for whatever reason. Dan was having some issues with this.
Interesting. Okay. It's getting whatever's coming out of the HDMI.
Okay. No, we're still in the black zone.
Okay.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
There you go.
There it is. Oh no, look at you.
Look at this shit.
Wow.
Look at this shit.
Uh-huh. Oh,
it's
boy.
the black and white edition.
Oh man.
It is wild in here.
Okay. You know, obviously you know this, but we are definitely getting your computer and your house. We're getting whatever you see, obviously.
Virtual plant.
Uh-huh. That's a real plant.
Yes, a virtual real plant for sure.
Uh-huh.
Virtual pigs.
This shit is bananas, man. You don't understand. I almost fell out of my chair the first time I turned this thing on. This is all 3D, you know. I mean, in here, obviously, you can't see that, but like, it's 3D, but everything looks way smaller than it does in real life.
Oh,
the scale is all weird.
Okay, like as if you were like a first person shooter when you walk up to a desk and you're like your gun is super big.
Virtual piggies.
Okay.
Already running over my cord.
Oh no, Brad! Don't show feet.
That's right.
You gotta make people pay for that.
Too late. Virtual piggies. Virtual piggies.
They're scared.
There's a piggy.
If they have their virtual VR helmets on, I will be very impressed.
There's a pig butt.
Uh-huh.
They just ate breakfast. They're a little logy right now. Virtual Annie.
Uh-huh. Annie.
Okay. All right. Okay. All right. So what I'm actually doing here is defining the play area.
Okay.
So as you can see,
the zone.
Yeah.
Now we're really getting cyber.
Oh my god, this is ridiculous.
Now we're really getting cyber.
Oh man.
Oh my god, this is
cool.
Funny as
what
hell.
What are you doing? Brad is digitizing his whole apartment.
Yep. It's cool. This is cool. This
looks cool.
Very actually useful. Okay, so like you're basically, it's creating kind of like a depth map of your room so it knows where you can go. And now check this out.
What? Wait, that's the floor. That's your zone. That's your play area.
That's the floor height. It needs to know
Okay.
where the floor is. So I don't want to mess with it because it found it properly here, and I don't want to throw it off. But like,
Yeah.
you can reach down with the controller and just raise and lower the floor height.
Okay.
It's wild.
So for you, is it too high? It looks like for us, on here it looks high, but you've got a 3D view of it. So
I'm looking at it. It actually does look like it's hitting the floor properly.
Yeah?
I think it's just that like when it gets up to the
Oh,
wall,
wow,
it sometimes
that's
loses
cool.
a little bit.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's cool. All right.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
The tracking is like maybe a little. Tracking is generally very good, but like lighting can throw it off a little bit. So I don't know if having the window open is maybe making it a little bit wobbly, but generally the tracking has been quite good.
Okay.
All right. Now check this out.
Okay.
Here is my play area.
Okay.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
No,
job.
this is about right.
I want to like say like, hey, I could use a little more right here.
Don't get too dangerous.
Look at that.
You're dangerous.
But not, I don't want to endanger any piggies here.
No, that seems
Keep
smart.
the pigs out the zone.
Let's just play it safe here.
Yeah, give a little border zone.
Don't want to go. Let's play it safe.
So what happens?
No,
when
this is a good safe area.
What will happen when you get to the boundary? Will it do
I will
the wall?
show you in a second. Okay. So it'll determine like, can you do rim scale? No, because it's a San Francisco apartment.
Yeah.
Nowhere here can I do that.
Uh-huh.
I only had one game that straight up like gave me a problem not being able to do room scale. Everything else has fit pretty well.
Okay. Oh yeah, there's your jail. There's your VR jail. Wow.
I'm in VR jail now.
So I will just say a couple people in chat have mentioned that the Quest 2 does similar stuff to this, if not exactly this.
Like that's the thing with this headset. Like none of this is like super revolutionary.
Right.
But in the context of video game console VR, it totally is.
Yes.
Yeah. For my PlayStation
That's a big difference
VR
from the first one.
Like, yes, system. I'm sure there are people out there who own Quest 2s and stuff, Quest Pros or whatever, who are like rolling their eyes right now. But,
yeah, right.
I mean,
yes.
This, it's expensive for a console peripheral, but like by the standards of VR, you're like all in for like what, $1,000 or something, which like some of the PC headsets have cost more than that.
For Wii low techs,
let alone needing a computer to run it. It's like, anyway, whatever.
Yeah. I mean, I remember setting up. What is it? Was it the Vive or the Quest 1 where you set up the like jail? But it was a little more complicated with the pylons and the whole thing.
Yeah. Are you back to black now?
Yes.
So I'm going to be very careful here.
Okay.
I don't know if it's going to do. Oh, okay. It doesn't do it when you're at the dashboard. That stinks. Okay. Also, it's kind of a bummer. They don't just, I thought they would output the, I'm just looking at the PS5 interface, just games in the store, like the standard stuff. I thought they would output that to the headset, but if I boot a game, you should get feed again in a second.
Let's see.
I like that we're just getting Brad, like 70% of Brad, but it's just the everything from the neck down and the knees up.
Adjusting the camera is a real pain on the
it's
mount
fine.
I got.
Don't you worry about it.
Okay, so are you seeing things?
Yes. This game requires you to sometimes engage in physical activity.
Okay. Oh, you know what? There's one other thing I was going to try to show you, which hopefully will be easy to show you very quickly. And again, this is not exclusive to this headset, but if you haven't used anything since the PSVR 1, it's very cool. I hope you get to see this. Do you see this?
I do see. We do. Are those your eyes, or those are just
those are my eyes blinking?
Wait, look to the left. Okay. Okay. Wow. Hey, Chief, look up. Look at the light on the ceiling. Okay. Good job, Chief.
It's super responsive, and I have never used a headset with eye tracking before this. Like, it's like extremely basically real time. Like as I look at these things, they light up. It's crazy. It's cool.
It's working with your glasses on, I assume. So you're
yes. And so I am looking back and forth with my eyeballs at these right now.
That's pretty weird. Again, you're right. Everything we should say here should be taken with, hey, we're coming at this from a relative PSVR, not necessarily the latest VR. So
yes,
very cool. What are you launching into here?
This is Horizon Call of the Mountain.
Okay.
All right.
It is not on the PC.
Mm.
And is one of the few exclusives.
Maybe one of the most elaborate. There are 2 exclusives for this thing that are not also on PC. We will play both of them.
I should mention for anybody watching this, if you haven't seen any VR stuff before, or this is your first time watching somebody play VR, be aware. Listen to your body if you're watching this. And
motion sickness is a thing, and it can happen, especially just watching other people play it.
Yeah,
I have had a couple of instances since I started using this thing of being like, I need to take this thing off right now, or something bad might happen. Anyway, I did not give this game enough credit. This thing is way more elaborate and way cooler than I expected. I expected some kind of like theme park ride tech demo. Here are all the features of your headset thing, but this thing is like a legit actual game, and it's pretty cool.
Let's do it. Jump in here.
They requested that we start from a new game, so let's do that.
Okay. Question from the chat from Tang here. Any pack-ins at all with this?
What are you doing?
No. Okay.
Kavad.
Yeah, there's the bundle with this game, but there is not a straight-up pack-in.
Yeah, I mean, it's more money, the bundle, obviously.
Yeah, the bundle is $600, right?
So the eye stuff is... I accidentally picked the wrong menu thing because I'm not used to like my eyes needing to point exactly where they... Okay, where did they put subtitles? There they are. Okay.
I think the bundle is a little less than 600, I think, isn't it?
Okay.
Oh, is it?
I forgot. I have to look again. I don't remember. It all seemed incredibly expensive.
So he drowns.
Can you take this off my head?
Oh no, it is $5.99. You're right.
Okay.
There. Can't walk in the light, can't see in the light, right?
We should have staked him out and left him for the Glint Hawks. Damn Shadow Karja.
Oh, the controllers.
In the military and she's still
oh no, my forearms.
Will you sit your patronizing ass down and paddle?
Give me that bow. Oh.
Where to?
Okay, fine.
The only place he can go is Dawn's Grasp, and that's where...
So who are you?
Dawn's Grasp?
Rias, I believe is how they pronounce it. Is your character?
Put your voice down. There are machines.
You're a former Shadow Karja, if you remember that whole dynamic.
I do, yeah.
From Horizon.
We will make it back to Dawn's Grasp alive. You can talk to him about
I believe this takes place between the 2 Horizon
take
games.
Your chances with us or Stormbird.
Oh boy.
Big Bird.
Stay still, you idiot.
You're dead. How's that look in VR? Pretty big?
It's pretty awesome. It's pretty huge. Yeah, the fidelity of this thing is fantastic. I mean, OLED screens, like 120 hertz. They're 4K screens.
And
there's like basically no screen door effect to speak of, which you used to get on the lower res headsets.
How is it in terms of filling your view left and right? Do you still see black on the sides?
Yeah, if you pay attention, if you think about it, you can definitely see the viewport is pretty narrow. Not by VR standards, but by like eyeball standards, you can see the black around either side, but you kind of... I tend to just not think about it after a few minutes.
Okay. And on the controllers, how do they feel?
Good.
Yeah.
Good. Let's see. Okay, so you can just straight up see them here.
Oh yeah.
Oh, did I not? I didn't put on the straps. Hang on.
Oh.
Like it took me a little getting used to once you would do this without being able to see them by touch. It took me a little getting used to like figuring out which end of the hole to put my hand in.
Oh sure, yeah.
Let's move on.
Okay, which end of the hole? Got it.
It's headed towards us.
So it's got it can track your fingers, but it's mostly your pointer finger. Is that right?
Real quick.
Oh, it's big. It's big butt.
This was about the moment that I felt like I was on like a ride at Disneyland or something. Like that looks pretty goddamn huge, and like
I bet.
you like Horizon, like it's super cool seeing these robots like kind of at real life scale.
Left of Dawn's grasp when we get there.
Weymouth's Barrage would have sent for reinforcements.
If there were reinforcements,
Well, and also
then
especially at a
we wouldn't
fidelity
send
that is at least close to what, you know, Forbidden West was doing on the
We
PS5.
can offer him a part
I
of
would
it.
love to know. I'm sure there was like asset sharing between Guerrilla and Firesprite or stuff like that. I would love to know like what the production process was. I assume these are like based on the models from the actual game.
So I was when I was watching, I think it was a Digital Foundry review. They said they,
Switching with me.
you know, with the eye tracking, they're able to do things where they will put in focus in the game what the area of the screen you're looking at and drop to a lower resolution. I wonder if they do that in the HDMI output as well, or if that's just in the headset.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's a rendering technique. They're trying to save processing power.
That's so cool.
Yeah, that's called. I think that's called. It's foveated or foveated rendering. I'm not sure how to pronounce it, but
Okay.
it's basically a way of saving horsepower on things that you're not looking at.
Every dawn ceremony, if you just don't let them see us.
Don't save us. It's not like you've never seen a machine before, Kavad. Just keep us to the left, away from them.
Definitely like extra theme park ride right now.
Oh, yeah.
No.
Oops. Man, I want to do that.
So you don't even have a bow yet.
Oh, I can't do
yet.
anything right now.
You're still in the Star Tours part of this.
Can you just point at him with your finger guns?
There you go. Give him the finger. Give him the middle.
Yeah.
That's what I can do.
Okay, that's the best you can do. Got it.
It's only at
Right.
least in this game. That's all. I don't know if it can track
Watchers still following
or
us?
not.
Let's get to the quayside before we find out.
Sun shines upon the worthy.
Pretty easy to break this stuff. Yeah, there you go.
Ah!
Exactly.
Oh no!
Like, could you get inside somebody's like sprite, or would it block you off again?
I'll show you in a bit.
Okay.
Once we're
What was that?
I want to see what kind of like inside the head nightmares we can produce.
they thought about that. I'll put it that way.
Okay.
Okay. How dare they?
We're not gonna make it.
We have to. I'm not dying for a shadow card.
Oh yeah, VR underwater levels. What the world has wanted.
Like 2 or 3 different flavors of nausea happening here.
Just stacking it now. Now just
I'm fine. I'm just saying, if I had a motion sickness inclination, I feel like this would be a rough one.
Look at you, VR climbing.
Right. Had a lot of practice. There was a lot of. Okay, I'll explain the controls in this. Oh wait, no, it's gonna do the tutorial stuff.
Okay. So yeah, here.
I believe this does have just straight up stick turning and movement, but
Okay.
I put it on veteran. I put
Alright.
it on veteran controls, which are all motion based. So here's how you walk in this. You hold the
Okay.
buttons and walk.
Oh my god.
Like you pump your hands?
Yeah.
You just kind of like.
Oh boy.
Wait, is he dead?
Hi.
Okay.
He's not alive.
I've got to get off this dock.
So you're kind of like. So you gotta just kind of like, groove your way over.
Yeah, but it's like kind of, there's some physical analogy there.
Sure, yeah.
But also,
yeah.
again, this is not the only control method.
No, you could use sticks,
Yeah.
I believe.
But I do
Well,
like
haven't
you-
tried
that-
the
You kind of have to
can,
do
you know,
the
you can kinda
hustle
like-
to get
and,
to
like,
get over there.
creep. You can like creep
Okay.
if you want. It's pretty responsive. This is a little weird because like it totally works, but perceptually it's weird because I feel like I'm actually just moving the level around me.
Oh, sure. You're pulling the
Oh,
ladder
yeah,
down.
yeah.
I think it's because my brain knows that I'm stationary,
Sure. Yes.
but it's fine. It's not a big deal. All right. Oh boy.
Now you gotta do it reverse. Oh, okay. You push things away.
Oh boy. So like, yeah, I should. That's the thing that has ended up really impressing me about this game is it's a real ass game. Like there's real combat and it's like actually kind of challenging and very responsive and fast paced in a way that's like freaking crazy. I don't know if we'll get into it, but like you're like at some point you're like pulling arrows and like doing this and like strafing at the same time, and it's wild. It's actually really satisfying.
Okay, Reyes. Time to climb.
Oh.
Let's see if we can get a little more of your.
There. So, Blameless Murad had me released from prison. But why? I'd better head to Dawn's Grasp, find Murad. See what he wants in return for a pardon.
Yeah, so this is how you turn with the motion controls.
I do like it.
It's a little silly, but you know.
It's silly, but yeah, right.
It's kind of nice to move around when you're doing this
Dude, it's
stuff, I
VR.
guess.
There's no way for it to not be a little bit silly.
Yeah, fair. Oop. Oh. Ah. Oh.
If I remember my maps right, I'm on Bright Dawn. And Dawn's Grasp is on the other side of it. Do I go there?
Stuff looks very good in here.
Y'all like waterfalls?
Not a criminal.
Yeah, even the
Dawn's Grasp. See what Murad wants.
even the HDMI, which I assume is we're getting 1080 out here, it looks good.
Yeah. Oh boy.
Okay. Here's what would make me collapse to the floor. If you like look down the cliff.
Oh man.
Oh yeah. There it is.
Not thought about doing that yet.
Could you let go and fall?
I'm not trying to.
Oh man, I don't know if I want to try that.
Come
here.
on, do it. Look down and then jump.
She thinks I'm trying to escape.
Oh boy. Well, let me get a little higher then.
Okay.
Oh boy.
Oh no. Man.
I feel a little
Yeah.
weird at the moment. All right, here goes.
Vinny's just trying to get his revenge for that one Google Maps VR stream we did where he just
Okay,
wanted to
here we go.
crawl
All
into a ball.
I super don't want to do this, but here we go.
Oh, okay, that's
Man.
enough. You can stop.
So you do fall.
man.
Good to know.
My hands are sweating right now.
Hey, Brad, you would never know this, but watch. Close both of your eyes inside the thing. It goes black for us.
Yes. Does it really?
No, just kidding.
Oh.
We're just messing with you.
Some good luck.
Okay. So, oh my God, what's the supermassive game that is coming out?
Oh,
Anybody know?
the Dark Pictures thing they're doing, or
Yeah, the Dark Pictures. I forget the name of it. The Dark Pictures thing that they are using eye tracking
Switchback.
and doing horror. Yes, there's video out there of this, of people playing this. They're doing horror movie shit of like, you know, a bunch of stationary, creepy shit around you, and when you blink, when you open your eyes, it's way closer to you.
Oh,
and again,
okay.
that kind
those
of shit.
fuckers.
Oh,
Yeah, that's pretty good.
They're doing some cool stuff with that.
Oh, they need to make that Doctor Who episode, the Don't Look or with the statues.
Oh my God.
All right. Can't see to shoot until you dismiss the thing. Okay, thank you. The bow combat, the bow stuff feels fantastic in this. Also, real quick, so this is very handy.
Okay.
This has saved me from some bad stuff a couple times. I've only like smashed my hand into something once. Thankfully.
Okay.
It's cool if you go too far, and this is why I defined the play area a little bit conservatively. If you go too far,
It just jumps right into camera.
yeah. So
It's like, hey, this is what you're
Oh.
about to collide into.
yeah. If you set up your play area right, it'll hopefully keep you from doing that,
Okay, that's smart.
which is handy.
Yeah, and pauses the game
Um,
immediately. That's nice.
Yeah. that thing on my face. All right,
Okay,
I
what
missed-
happens if you aim the bow at yourself and shoot yourself?
I don't think you have. Dude, can you?
Okay.
All right.
Look, so we got to put it through its paces.
Oh, hello. The bow is a little freaking out right now. Hang on.
Is there like
Same with the
Okay.
first headset. You can recenter.
Okay, that's what I was
Holding
gonna ask.
options. The bow kind of tends to get caught on stuff sometimes. I missed 2 of these my first time through here, so help me out. They hide them pretty well. You kind of have to move around a little bit. To
I don't want
find
to.
them.
I'm actually trying to not to fixate it on any part of the screen. Like,
Oh yeah, right. There's that one.
Will Murad really offer me a pardon if I get to Don's grasp? You're not going to forgive
man.
the shadow of Eden.
Oh, got it.
that's pretty far. I can't even see that. Is there like a zoom or anything you have?
Oh,
Alright.
I'm just that good.
Nice.
Dun. All right, I'll try not to get too hung up on finding those stupid things. I am sure there are trophies associated. Where do I need to go here? Oh.
Man, my stomach is getting a little funny.
I'm doing all right, but
Yeah,
I
okay.
mean, again, as we always say, one thing that might help is don't watch this full screen if you're having any sort of like motion issues. Smaller screen tends to make it a little more tolerable.
You could kind of just like fly through this if you really want.
Guard post.
I tend to think you're maybe breaking immersion a little bit by doing that, but whatever.
Yeah, the struggle needs to be real.
I'm good.
So, is there a mode where you could just use the thumbsticks to walk around?
Yeah, I believe so. Like I said, I haven't tried those
If I don't reach Don's grasp before that,
the more
soul
simplified control schemes.
Ooh,
Now
is
I
that
got
a shield?
Every unit must send them after me.
That's all I want from VR. Picking stuff up with my dumb hands.
Like,
Yeah.
part of why this game is so cool is that it's very interactive.
Burn it all.
Source. Ooh, yeah, I get to play with lighting. Always fun. Nothing is flammable that I have found, unfortunately. That looks cool.
How is the when you hit the wall with that torch? Is there haptics in the controllers?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah, so I'm even just banging my hand on here. You get a little bit of feedback.
Okay.
Break it.
Can you
Yes.
bang your head on the table? Do you get haptics in the headset?
Opa!
This is way too much fun.
Opa!
This is way too much fun. Dude, I'm telling you,
what?
what do they call those? What do they call those rooms you can like rent out time to just break a bunch
Rage-
of shit? Like
rage room.
Rage
rooms or whatever.
rooms.
Somebody make a VR rage room, you will make a ton of money. Because breaking stuff wantonly is very fun. VR.
I do like that you just smash it with your hand.
Ooh.
Guess the sun hasn't given
Can you
up
pick
on
up the
me yet.
basket?
That's really silly.
That's pretty dumb. Oh,
Oh no, my wicker!
I've still got it.
oh, there you go.
Throwing things also
Wait.
way too fun.
You bastard, that basket only had 1 day until retirement.
There's a collectible up there, but we won't get it for the sake of time.
Somebody needs to make Tapper VR, and just so you're
Like
slinging.
root beer tapper?
Yeah, so you're slinging some beers down the bar. Pour and sling.
Oh. I'll see if I get that one. Get on my face. Ah.
Nice.
So the auto aim seems like it's reasonably generous.
Is there auto aim? I don't know that there is. I don't know. I could be wrong. Like I said, I'm on veteran controls. I've
Yeah.
got like the least assists on.
Mm.
People will
Okay.
figure it out, I guess, over time.
So I'd like to know what people who have the latest in VR is the latest and greatest VR. It's the Quest Pro? Is that the
Quest
the
Pro?
fancy?
I think I'm not super up on specs.
Grasp from here.
If people have that in the chat, like, what do they think? Does this look comparable? I mean, they're not wearing it, obviously.
Like, considering that headset alone starts at $1,500, I would hope it's good.
Yeah,
That's kind of what I meant. You know, like this thing is slightly higher resolution than the Quest Pro, and it's like a third of the price. You know.
Does the Quest Pro come with satellites or lighthouses or whatever they're calling them?
No, it's all inside out.
Okay.
They've been doing inside out for a long time. Oh.
There's a Vive Pro too. Wow, man, there's a lot of headsets.
Yeah, I mean, there's like wireless options in PC headsets now. Like, there's a lot of cool stuff happening there. Nope.
Brad, do you think this is a game you could play sitting down?
Yeah, definitely. I could put it in sitting down mode right now.
Oh, there is a sitting down mode. Okay, just check.
It's beautiful up here.
All right.
Away from the mountains for too long.
I have no idea where I am in this room.
Just
Why I come up here?
Take a running leap. Can you punch that thing instead of hitting with an arrow?
Maybe.
I mean, they give you a giant gong.
Yeah.
Here. You got a gong.
Weird.
The
Why
gong.
is it so like heavy?
Because
What
it's
in
a
the
thing
world?
that hits a big. It's a thing to hit a giant gong with.
It's
I don't think
two-handed.
my hands are
Oh
supposed to
no,
do
I
that.
don't think you're.
No, they're
that's,
great.
Try this
What are you
again.
talking about?
There.
Oh, weird. This is going a little nuts here. This was not such a problem the first time I did this.
You want to get nuts?
Come on. There we go.
There you
There
go.
we go. All right. All right. In honor of Ryan Davis, I got to warm it up a little bit. I don't know if they put that much thought into their gong physics.
There's some gong physics happening.
Brad, just to nice, just to be totally clear and to make me feel even worse for owning it, you do not need to do anything with the PlayStation camera, the PlayStation 5 camera.
Ooh.
Okay,
Not.
great.
Thank God.
Why would you even think that, Vinny?
Because I don't know why I own that thing.
No one does.
Hang on, I have to do this.
Yes. Whoa.
Goodbye.
Somebody got concussed.
Ah. See, like, this is kind of goofy. I mean, who's got the forearm strength to just sit here like this all day?
Yeah, do some
You do.
pull-ups. Yep.
Kind of be a little more like this, but whatever. Whoop.
All those people that are doing pull-ups outside of scaffolding in New York City. Yep.
Can't help
Crockery.
myself.
Crockery killed my parents.
Whoop. Hang on. Oh, also, I forgot to mention, there's a button. You hit this button here, and just immediately at any time, do this,
Ooh.
so you can reposition,
Oh, that's nice.
which is very helpful.
It's a dedicated button on the controller.
Yeah, you just hit it. Like if you've got a panic moment of like I'm about to run into something.
Oh, is it on the headset? Is that
Yeah,
what
it's
you're
right
okay?
here.
Okay, sorry,
Right
you're out of
on-
frame.
right on the
Okay,
bottom.
okay.
I could sit down for the rest of this.
Do it's fun. Oh, that's creepy doll. From what you've played, do you feel like this is the most PlayStation VR2,
Yeah,
showcase?
like yes, for sure. Is Brad good at games?
Oh, your
Yes.
friend says yes.
Yes,
Oh.
yes.
Can you punch it? Does it recognize a fist?
Maybe.
Gee, I wonder if they want you to pick up that key.
Well, possibly. Yeah, we're starting at the beginning here. We're not going to get into a lot of the mechanics in this, but like there's mechanics. Like there's crafting, there's gear upgrades. Like I said, the combat is pretty elaborate. You can do this.
Uh-huh.
Now that I think about it.
Yep, thumbs up.
Oh, come on. Nope. There. Holding R2.
Oh, that's unnecessary.
There we go.
Who owns the rights to Shadowgate and Deja
This looks
Vu?
like a refugee camp.
I
What were they running
think it
from?
was Chemco back in the day, or maybe they just published it. I don't remember, actually. I don't know.
Let's get our Shadowgate VR.
I think, is there one? I can't remember.
A Shadowgate VR? I don't know, maybe.
Yeah.
The current version of Shadowgate that is on Steam is published by a company called Zojoy.
Okay. Now you're not actually blowing. You are just
Oh,
okay.
no.
We're not there yet.
No.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Or. Okay.
Uh-huh.
This is your health. Once combat starts, these are your health bar.
Interesting.
Okay.
Apples to get health back and stuff. Actually,
Whoa, that didn't
about
sound
to do
good.
combat.
Good thing I found a bow.
Good thing I found a bomb.
Oh, this is fun.
Just in case you were wondering if this protagonist is grizzled, he is.
Oh my gosh.
This is super random here.
Uh-huh. Do a penis. Just do it. Be done. Okay. Can you pick up the bowls?
That's a
and
weird
just,
looking dick, man.
Yeah, can you just like put your hand in there?
Oh no. Oh.
No.
Oh.
Oh, yeah.
Finger bang.
Oh, look at that.
Can you put all 5 of your fingers in there?
No, only two.
Oh, okay.
Only 2 functional fingers.
Okay. All right.
I can't do it. We have to move on.
Okay,
Okay,
there you go.
fair.
Thank you. Close
You
enough.
happy?
No,
Close
that's
enough,
yes.
Listen, we still got to make sure people know this is still video games.
The spirit of the dick was there.
Where are we at here? Okay.
Watcher.
Oh boy.
Strangle it with your bare hands.
Down.
Oh boy. Oh, so this is where they show you. Okay, so you can strafe with one button,
Okay.
which works quite well, or you can like super dodge with 2. Oof.
Super dodge 2.
So you can like they kind of disable, like you can't run around like this,
I see. Okay.
but like it gets pretty demanding actually.
It's kind of like their version of lock-on targeting.
Yeah. Let me see your eye. Yeah.
Nice.
Whoop.
Nice.
Nice.
Ah.
Can you in your time playing it, I know you haven't spent a whole lot of time, but have you ever found that you can just pick up stuff in the environment and throw it at the enemies?
Not that I've seen. Ah.
Oh, those plates. All right, now go loot it and make sure you didn't break the wrong part.
Should be close.
So I've I'm not even.
One last
I'm maybe like a third of the way through the game or something. Like I'm already seeing like, you're fighting 2 Glenhawks at a time. They're both like flying back and forth and shooting at you and swooping at you, and they do. Probably won't get to it. They do like the different arrow types that you remember from Horizon.
Yeah.
Like I can craft blaze arrows where I'm at now in the game.
Blaze.
This is fun.
Uh-huh.
Gimme. Ah.
Oh, you broke it.
Yeah.
Might as well take a trophy.
Where are you going to put that?
Right
Can you
in
see
your butt.
yourself?
Sure. No. Oh, but this still looks pretty cool.
Oh, you put it in your bag of holding. This seems neat.
Yeah. They put some damn work into this thing.
I hope they make more
Crafting
games.
Crafting parts.
Oh, for crafting?
Huh?
Have you crafted anything
Yeah,
yet?
Yes, I just crafted. I used those parts actually. I crafted 2 climbing hooks so I can climb like harder stuff now.
Do you physically do the crafting yourself, or is it just a menu prompt?
Yes, you stick stuff together.
That's fun.
In fact, In fact, they make you bind the head of the climbing axe, like pretty specifically, wrapping it in different directions in
Okay.
kind of a crazy way. Like they put work into this game. It is way more than I expected.
That's better.
Yeah.
Eat
So if
that.
I had taken damage, you
should eat more of that
your
apple. Waste
your health back. Oop. I think this would
How
be
much further
easy
you
to
want to
miss.
go in this?
Maybe. How are we doing on time?
We're about,
it's 148.
Yeah.
Oh wow. Okay,
I'd say if you want to
probably.
switch it up. Yeah.
Yeah, in a minute or two. I just want to see what's in this box.
What's in the box?
Come on.
Still,
we found
not
it.
open.
We found the game's Achilles heel.
It's still VR, folks.
There.
In case you were wondering.
That's how a normal human would open a box.
Got it.
Machine armor.
Got it.
Holding it like a normal person, too, is the thing.
I got more armor now. Oh.
Uh-huh. Very good.
That's like some Agent 47 bongo playing here.
And now go walk off.
Can't see that other soldier anywhere. Where is she?
Oh, there's, I believe, more climbing to do and stuff here. Why don't we, yeah, we probably need to move on.
Could you just keep walking at that cliff, or does it stop you? Does it stop your
No,
character?
it stops you from falling off and stuff like that.
That's neat.
Real quick,
Mm-hmm.
load into one more thing real quick before we go. Oh, wild. Because I loaded an earlier save, it removed like the challenge and like Safari options from this.
Oh.
Oh, damn it. Oh, no. I didn't realize this is... I was trying to load into the hub, but I don't know if I can do that because I started this level already. That stinks. There are humans there. Oh, will it not even let me walk back? Oh, there we go. Oh.
Time to test those pickaxes.
Nope.
That's not a pickaxe.
Oh.
Oh. Butterfingers. Wait, what if you threw? What if you lost your pickaxe?
Bye.
Oh, okay. That's great.
Magic.
Uh-huh.
I hope it lets me walk back to the hub. I bet it won't.
Get a gear assembly from a scrapper.
Ooh, what am I?
This is where I started. Oh, wild! That's where I just was in that previous level. I'm like 2 levels past that now. So they definitely reused some level design. There are people in the hub. Like, there's a hub, like where you can talk to people and have conversations and like do challenges and craft and stuff. I don't think I can just port back there. That sucks. I wish I hadn't started this level. I needed to answer your question about getting way too uncomfortably close to people.
Doesn't have like an auto-save tree or something?
No.
Just the one slot?
I highly doubt anybody watching this knows, but if anybody knows a way to warp back to the hub, let me know in the next like 30 seconds. Yeah, it just fills these slots as you start new games.
Okay.
Alright. Well, if anybody answers with a way...
yeah, maybe we can come back to it.
Yeah. Alright.
What do you got next?
What else we got here? Okay, so again, you can't see any of this, is that right?
No, we can. We can see this.
Oh, you can see this? Weird.
Yeah.
I wasn't showing it before. I'm going to sit.
Yeah, go for it.
All right. Sitting's cool.
Watch you grab your chair.
Whoa.
You delicately put that wire around it.
Oh, boy. All right.
No.
Let's see.
What game you're going to load up next?
Hang on, I got to tell it I'm sitting first.
Okay.
Seated. Let's move back a little bit. All right, good. Oh no. Oh no, walls are closing in.
Welcome to the cone of seclusion.
Okay. How about... oh. This game rules.
Okay.
Game super rules.
This is Kayak VR.
I gotta clear a little bit of rowing space here.
Get yourself a row zone.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Nice.
This is so rad.
I like that you're just in a swimming pool.
Yes.
Is this like the before you start the game? Just...
Yeah, this is like the menu. Oh, weird. I don't know why it did the tutorial before. Weird. Yeah, I've done all the tutorial stuff.
Can you drop the paddle?
No, you're not holding it. It's kind of glued to your hands.
Okay.
Oh, come here, you.
Oh, nice.
Oh. Yeah.
Well, that's some pretty good vinyl. Like the reflection on it.
Yeah, this game looks good as hell in here. Like the water looks incredible.
Can you can you flip your kayak and you like lean over?
I don't think so. You can so leaning is a mechanic. Like,
all right.
I got very excited when I was tracking down a contact to hit up the developer for a code, and their description for this game is fully physically accurate kayak.
Okay.
Okay.
And it pretty much is. Like, you lean into turns to turn sharply and stuff. Like, they teach you in the tutorial, like, all the stuff. Here's the extra crazy part. Like, I was like, okay, do they really mean fully? And they totally do.
Fully.
Two. So you can straight up, like, it. I don't know if you noticed, it had the kayak or the paddle kind of locked in an appropriate sort of orientation. You can turn all of that off.
Oh.
Also, music rules in this game.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
So now I can like turn the paddle however I want.
Yeah. How are you doing that?
It's harder. Just rotating the controllers.
Oh, okay. Forward.
I'm not sure if this game has been out on PC already or if it's also launching on PC at the same time. This may have been out. This is way harder because then you have to worry about angle. But way more control. Like, you can like push off the side and like kind of strafe. Know what you're doing a little bit. That's very advanced. I'm not great at it. A lot easier to just do this. All right. Where should we go here?
Ooh, Antarctica sounds nice.
It's a little chill.
Yeah, a little desolate, let's say.
Yeah. This game has kayak racing.
Okay.
I've
Leaderboards?
not been to Australia. Yes, definitely. Also, the currency you are earning to unlock things is basically like nautical miles.
Okay.
Like the more miles you paddle in your kayak, the more points you earn to unlock skins and stuff. This is mega chill, man.
Look up. Let's see the big sky. Oh yeah. Oh, that's pretty.
Oh, look at that.
Like the
it's like I'm back in Utah.
The environments are not huge from what I've seen. They're reasonably big. Much like Horizon, there's a level where you're like paddling down a river in the jungle. Ish. Okay. I do get a little swimmy headed after a few minutes, and this is my only problem so far, but maybe that's a me problem. Okay, here we go.
Oh wow! Oh, they expected somebody to drop their head underwater. Very nice.
Wait,
Am I wearing a beanie?
that's what it looks like. It looks like you're wearing a helicopter beanie.
Oh, this is going to be bad if I try to sit down right now. You are totally right. Absolutely 100%. Okay. That explains why there are unlockable hats in the store. Now
Yeah, all right.
I'm also multiplayer, like I said. I'm still in Horizon mode. I'm trying to turn with the controllers. I have to turn by paddling. Yeah, you straight up, like, there are multiplayer races where you could absolutely see other people's, like, kayak skins and hats and stuff.
I'm surprised this game doesn't have an option for putting like a little dot in the center or something for
it might.
For motion sickness. Have you been kayaking, Brad?
Yes.
How's it feel? Is this
Sometimes this feels pretty good.
Can you push off the like boundaries of the rocks with your paddle?
You can sharply turn by sticking it in and holding it in the water.
Stick it in.
Yeah, so I took a canoeing PE elective when I had to take a PE elective.
Nice.
Not a bad one to go with.
Also have kayaked, so this feels pretty good. That said, I was terrible at the races that I tried. Maybe I should try another one here real quick. Oop. This game's awesome. It's like $23, I want to say. Pretty chill. And like...
And no sunscreen needed.
Dude, let's not get into it.
Yeah.
Very bad experience kayaking without sunscreen.
I remember you telling
I think I've talked
story.
about it before.
Yeah.
It was bad news. There was a scalpel involved. What was I gonna say? I wonder if this is like maybe a kind of a minor upper body workout a little bit. I don't know. Not a lot of resistance, but you know.
This feels like the thing. Okay, aside from Call of the Mountain, this feels like a thing they could have licensed to pack in with the VR. You know, like an experience.
Yeah. Sure.
I mean, it's nice when something comes with your $600 system.
Oh yeah.
I wish they had done a VR update for Astro's Playroom, like badly, desperately. They should have done that.
I don't understand it too, because I feel like Astro has sort of become their mascot for here's a new PlayStation doodad.
Right.
Well, and on top of that, the first Astro game was straight up a PSVR exclusive, you know?
Yeah.
Like
And it was great.
Mission was a PSVR game and one of the best ones, and Astro's Playroom, like the platforming stuff is pretty similar. I feel like that could have happened. Also, all that PlayStation hardware, if you could just like pick it up and like play with it. Anyway,
Astrobot whips ass. They should make more of those games in whatever form they want.
I have 101 sea miles. You can get new paddles, new kayak skins, space. Shark.
Yeah, the thing I liked about the original PlayStation VR Astro's Playroom stuff was the, I don't know what you call it. I don't know if it's A something, where somebody wears the VR helmet and the other people can play on the screen, so you can play with family or friends around a room, and only one person needs a VR helmet, and that was very helpful for somebody in our family. Like, hey, I want to play the VR. Like, okay, we'll play something with you, not just like, all right, start the timer. You have 45 minutes and somebody else is going to play. Oh, look at you go.
Oh, no. That one came out of nowhere. Oh, this is so hard.
Wait, is this actually online?
I
think it is.
Like ghosts. Oh, man, I'm doing horribly. This is really hard.
I don't know, man. Orca Blast seems to be handling it.
These are. I believe these are ghosts.
Yeah.
There was like no matchmaking going on there. Oh.
Look how fast they're paddling.
Yeah. These could be real players, but I was getting full matches like this, like in seconds.
Okay.
You know, like on Friday last week. I think these are like maybe hashed from player data or something.
Sure.
Oh boy. Okay. This. I don't know what I just hit, but I think it was my PS5.
Oh, with your hands? Okay.
Yes, I just smacked something that felt like hollow plastic. Anyway. There's a little taste of what the races are like. Oh boy, oh boy. Oh man, chill out here. Having the window open, maybe throwing this off. They tell you when you first set this thing up that bright lights, like some light in particular, can mess with the tracking.
Bright lights.
So
Big city.
Actually,
What do you got next?
oh boy.
Uh-oh. VR blinds.
Let's also that big key light may also be screwing with things. I don't know. Ooh.
Nice clean desk. Clean desk simulator.
This game is cool. I'm almost positive. I think this came out last year sometime on PC, but it's pretty fun.
Tentacular?
Yes. It's silly.
Ooh. Ah. Oh boy.
Oh, is this like a kaiju simulator?
Kind of. Talk to people by.
Kuma. While you walk.
I mean, you could also hit the button, but
Why would
who
you?
wants to do that?
Tambo.
Ready?
Balia Balia.
You rip him in
I
half?
don't know.
Oh, nice. Smack him out of the air.
Can't get rid of me that easy.
Oh man.
That's pretty good.
I like that they literally include the fucking, open world action game. Like, okay, as I was saying before
Yeah.
you rudely interrupted me, dialogue.
Where am I?
It's like Italian Simlish.
I'm gonna turn this. Oh man. Oh, I'm getting swimmy headed now. Oh boy.
You're okay. You're gonna be okay.
If this helps the tracking a little bit, that might have been too bright.
So how are the controllers tracking? Gyroscopes and anything else in it?
Yeah. Typical. Whatever the current tech is for motion tracking, I assume.
Like, no, are there cameras in the controllers? I assume not.
No.
Okay.
I no. I don't think so. Like the old Windows mixed reality headset I have that has inside-out tracking, I believe it does track the view of the controllers. Like you lose tracking, you lose some tracking when you go like this.
Oh, outside of
this,
your view. Okay.
I don't believe there's any optical tracking going on here.
Some people saying IR lights in the controllers to help with tracking as well.
Okay. Wait, where? Where's the area? Oh.
The glowing dump area. Putting these kaiju to work.
This seems silly and fun.
You count? Oh, sorry. Oh, that one's heavy. Oof. Here. Oh boy, that's a desk.
Your desk?
Yes. Oh.
Only 2 more to go.
All these things are very heavy. Out of the way. Man, these do not throw well at all.
Can you use 2 tentacles to throw one? Can you, like, double arm it?
Probably.
Like, go NFL quarterback style.
Ah!
Oh, yeah.
Too far. It's very heavy. Oh. Get off there. Ah! Okay.
Oh boy.
The little ones, they carry.
This is... Oh my god, yeah. Dude!
Oh!
That one's like feather light. Okay, this is really actually getting tough. Okay, come on, you. Last one, right?
Uh-huh.
Oh my god.
Uh-huh.
You're on
Can't
tilt.
walk over there. These are the boundaries.
Okay. Nice.
Soy boy na hewa. Tura mag you. Samba tira boy.
Uh-oh.
Teriuda.
Oh boy.
Tewa. Tebiwa.
Don't mind him. He's not dead.
Is there more than one cannon?
Let's see another one. Oh. Nice.
Oh!
Oof. In your face.
We need to get this guy on the Chicago Bears stat. Finally, Justin Fields will have someone to throw to.
Wow. Varia Kari. Tolo Rabeno Tani Wadu.
Build a tower.
Sado Sado Karia.
Uh-huh.
Oh boy. Like, how exact are we talking here? Oh. Slide, please. Close enough? Oh boy.
Uh-huh. My big old tentacles got in the way.
I'm losing tracking on the right controller just a tad.
Like, spiritually, there's like a little bit of
man.
Katamari here.
Bit.
In the environment design and wacky.
Yeah, this game is goofy as hell. It's pretty cool. Okay. Go from the top, maybe? Okay.
There you go.
Oh yeah, it's losing. I don't know why it keeps losing the right controller. Oh.
Perfect.
Tewa Tenagodi. Red Tumbalo.
Ooh.
Tamadori.
Destroy that helicopter.
Not show your tentacles. Oh, hold still. Give me that.
What is that?
Oh, this
Camera?
is... Yeah.
That's all right, boy.
Alright, cool.
Throw it in the water. Very good.
This is the most, like, royalty-free take on me music I think I've ever heard.
이루다 라포로 타그르 푸추
Hi. Ooh, sounds fun. Oh, hell yeah.
DVDs?
Ah. Wait, oh, is it aiming? Oh, I didn't think they'd actually give you that. Oh. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's the stuff.
Ooh, this is a heavy one.
Well, then it'll hit hard.
The right controller is having some issues here. Oh. Yeah.
Yeah.
Boat. Police boat. Oh boy, running over the cord again. Ah. Yeah.
Oop.
Oh man, one cord. Ah.
Listen, there are still hazards.
봄볼로 테로 잡아 보고대
All right, maybe one more.
Sure.
Are we out on time? We got some time.
Yeah, we got about 45 minutes.
Ah!
Later. Picture. Iru.
Oh, where's my camera? Oh, hello. What exactly
I won't believe you otherwise.
Oh no, I don't want to throw the camera. Shit.
Too late.
I don't think you can detach it. Oh, this is a problem.
Take that picture before it goes.
There we go.
You take your Polaroid out of there?
Nope.
Nope.
Doesn't matter.
Todi Chom, Rora Nalawa, Wali Watindua, Tera Chow, Cabro, Tenoke, Tewa, Serio, Tera, Hamo, Yura.
If you do grab them, the little people with both tentacles, they don't pull apart, right? That's seems like not this type of game. Okay. Okay. Just checking.
Sorry.
Yeah, animal. Charia, Tambo, Facturo, Bello, Koduori, Chari, Mawe.
Oh, come here, you. This is your sister.
Oh. Makes sense.
Do I? Looks like a padlock.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, crank.
There's the crank. Oh boy. Ooh.
No. Oh,
there's your crank.
Ah.
Come on, get in there. Come on. Do I have to, how picky is it about orientation? Let's find out. Fairly picky.
Fairly picky.
Okay.
Ooh,
There it goes. That was weirdly satisfying.
Yeah. Games that put a lot of effort into interactions with physical objects are the best, for sure. Wait, which balcony?
Probably the one...
Like the lighthouse balcony? Like all the way up here?
Could be the lower balcony, too.
Oh, wait, down here?
Maybe.
Okay. Wait, is she in the right place? Oh.
Oh, maybe the light. Yeah, all the way up the light. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
Yeah.
I was just trying to avoid standing up.
Uh-huh.
During the... Okay.
Story of my life.
Oh, this thing does not want to turn. Oh, I was turning it the wrong way. Shit.
Crank it up, fucker. Oh,
Well, thanks.
You're my friend.
that feels like a dangerous speed for that thing to be rotating at.
Oh, not yet. Let's see what I can break first. Oop. Aw.
Can't crack that
Beginning
thing
of the
open.
Beginning of the game, they let you rip the roof off of this place. Ooh.
Oh, I want to feast on the tasty Congress people inside.
And command satisfaction.
Mm-hmm.
Can you make splashes in the water? Like a big wave? Yeah. Uh-huh.
Alright. Maybe one or two more.
Yeah, let's do this first day, and then let's check something else out.
Can you give me a little more voice?
Give you more voice.
More of you guys. You got me quiet for some reason that I'm not clear on.
Let's see what I can do.
What's up, Scott?
Uh-huh.
Hey. Oh. Come on, right controller. See yellow over here. Ah. Oh.
A little more stuff to clean out.
I'm trying. Oh, it doesn't want to budge.
Is that better? You got a little more voice?
A little bit. Whoa. Huh. Oh man, you really can just grab a bunch of stuff if you really get some surface area.
I mean, you do have a lot of suction cups on there, so that would track. I think the intention is it's supposed to be really hard to pull out, but...
Yeah, but I kind of can't go any farther than this. Whoop. I gotta get, like, way up in here?
Can you break the rock with the wrecking ball?
Maybe?
No. It's a good idea, though.
You break the rock with anything? Oh, gosh. Uh-huh. Can you pull the girders out?
Keep pulling it. Oh.
Okay.
I haven't found a way to explode one of these yet. Come on.
It's red and everything. Should explode. Alright, just keep pulling on it, I guess.
Yeah, pull it from the underneath, like the, can you get it from the front? Like, yeah.
Yeah, I grabbed it from the front at one point. I don't know what's going on here.
Oh.
Try, you know, they do make a big deal out of this. Maybe that's for a reason.
Yeah, maybe something goofed.
I don't know. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
There you go. Now we're pulling with power.
Wonder if I'm like grabbing part of the rock as well.
That looks like you're just on the container.
Yeah, I'm confused. I don't know what's going on here.
This guy's a liar.
Anybody in chat played this? No. Oh, wait, did it move?
Yeah, it did move. Something broke, though. The rock broke again?
That's what it's supposed to do, I think. And I think you just keep doing that.
Oh, weird.
Oh, jeez.
Okay.
Yeah, it literally is just a keep doing it until something breaks.
That was interesting. What do you want me to do? Whoa! Ooh. Oh my. This game taking a turn?
Uh-oh, are you gonna, like, Iron Giant become evil?
My. What are we doing here?
Are you the Thing?
Possibly? Hang on. Am I in a weird spot? This right controller is really having some issues.
Get on up.
Come
Oh,
on.
my.
Oh god, you're in that weird place where they put the people in under the skin.
What's happening? What in the world? I don't know why it was slipping off like that.
Oh, good momentum now. Look at this.
Go, let's go. Oh.
Hiya, baby. Get
I think
higher,
this one is
baby.
probably going to be quite standing.
Wake up.
Oh. Too fast.
Oh boy.
Too fast. Aw. Got some damaged spas.
Hang on, I've almost completely lost audio here. Give me a second. Just give me something.
Hey,
Hey.
we're still here. We're still here and we're still talking.
I don't know why that happened. Alright, what are we doing here? Do I get to be an alien rage monster now? What's going on? Oh, wow. Yikes. Alright, let's see where this goes and then move on. What time we got? A few minutes. Oh, heavy. Come on. Oh.
Never touch crystals with your suckers.
Huh?
Not her. Him. Oh, you're not a nurse.
Danke, Sid.
Oh. Ah.
Kimbuzu.
That's nurse.
Can I?
Would you like suction down?
No, you can't do that. It's got to be something around here, I would guess. Oh, the fish hospital. Oh.
That thing between the two buildings looks very suspicious.
This thing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Wonder if this is for something.
Sure seems like it. Turn it the other way. It looks no the thing you just pulled that out of looks like there are 2 arrows on that balcony. Like you can move that
There's one
lever
right
now.
here also.
Yeah. Like can you switch that lever to that side?
Where's the lever?
The thing that you pulled the pin out of.
This.
Yeah. Does that move?
Oh yeah, wow. Yeah, it totally does.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah, stick your hand in that thing. Yeah, just put
Yeah,
it right
stick a
in there.
tentacle in there. Nothing weird can happen.
Nothing weird. Uh-huh. Yep. Oh, jeez.
Very normal. Very normal way to deal with this.
Uh-huh.
Oh boy.
Don't try this at home, folks.
Now put somebody in there.
Oh no.
Yes.
She deserves better. Oh wait. She might be store. Well, whatever. They're not going to kill a required NPC.
Uh-huh.
Sorry, it's for science.
She seems fine with it.
They don't seem to mind. Didn't account for that one, did you, game?
Why would anyone do this?
Dump is closed.
All right. Why don't we move on?
Yeah. That seems neat, though.
This game is cool. All right, back here. Game stomp. Okay, I don't remember how to get to the. Oh, there we go. I quit from here. Even the options are cool.
Whoa.
Okay, there's no quit here. Alright, one way to quit. Oops, nope.
Yeah.
I don't know if the RE8 update is out yet. The Gran Turismo one just hit last night, and I have not messed with it yet. Let me try it. This is the other exclusive game besides Horizon.
Okay.
Everything else here has been out on PC or is coming out. I don't think we'll have time to get to Rez and Tetris today, but I'm just going to say Rez and Tetris look amazing in this headset. Also, What the Bat is kind of similar to Tentacular. It's a physics-y. I mean, it's more baseball focused.
Okay.
That's the one that needs to be rune scale and wouldn't let me play it until I tricked it into thinking I had rune scale space.
Okay.
And that did not go great.
Okay.
It seems very neat, but the space requirements were kind of rough.
Did that Star Wars experience get an update? For launch?
What do you mean?
That Darth Vader Star Wars VR.
That's different.
Experience?
That's not the Darth Vader thing.
It's a different
Star
thing.
Wars thing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but that also has been out on at least Oculus. If not, also I don't know if it's on Steam VR or not.
Pray, gotta pray.
Getting a few tracking issues in here. I don't know. This setup may not be as usual. As usual, any kind of shooting space is the worst place to try to use video game peripherals. It's been very close to flawless in my living room, though.
Okay.
I have not had a lot of issues in there, other than it being a little picky about lighting. Oh, you know what? This game has taken at least one, if not two. Oh crap! Can I? Oh man. I was going to start from the beginning because I was having what seemed like some issues, some bugs with this. Maybe it'll work. Just patched last night. This is like a first-person roguelike, Souls-like sort of situation. Oop, okay.
Finally, a gun in VR. Oh, it's just like Hitman. Got a little shooting range area.
Is Hitman VR working this?
Are you? I assume you're seeing this gun jitter.
Yes.
Yeah, a little bit.
I'm seeing a little of it.
Oh man, that's far away. Come on, I can do it. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, so this is a run-based game. And also has a concept of dropping souls and going and picking them up.
Whoa.
That's why we pray. Pray.
You've got to pray.
Just to make it today.
The thing I was confused about in this game is that they don't start... Well, I was not starting with a gun. I'm not clear if that's intentional or not. Like, even when I was carrying that practice rifle in here, it would not be in my hands when I started.
Okay.
Okay, I don't think this was... this might have been here before.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't tried this in like 3 days or something. Oh boy. So this game is like, oh my god, this game is like crazy hard.
This seems stressful.
Oh my god, that's a bear. That's a bear trap. Yeah, it's like intended to be hard. Whoa, my god. Like, I'm not sure if I'm just trying to... Oh my god. Arm yourself on the fly? Oh my god.
That was a lot of people right at the gate there.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, Vinny, why don't you cut away for a second? I'm going to wipe my save and start from the beginning.
Sure. I'm going to go full screen you. Let's take a look at you.
Yes. Okay, this game seems cool and promising.
I got to run to the bathroom real fast. I'll be right back.
Okay. Well, that...
but I want to make sure we're getting the fresh experience here.
Only the freshest. Folks, if you're just tuning in, later today, we are going to record and then post next week our Watchcast with Austin Walker about Johnny Mnemonic. That's going to go up on the Watchcast next week. This week, you can check out Free Jack over on the Watchcast feed over at patreon.com/Nextlander. Can't wait to talk with all these fools about Johnny Mnemonic. What a weird movie. Brad, you're back in. Should we jump in?
Yes, here we are. Okay. Yeah, so we're starting fresh here now. Let's go with sitting mode. Okay.
The Eric Nagel in the Twitch chat says amazing, yes, amazing. We got a couple of heck yes. Free Jack was weird as hell and it ruled, yes. Anyone playing Ishin? Alex is playing Ishin. We'll talk about that on the podcast this week, I assume. So this is from the beginning?
Yes.
Anybody out there playing that Settlers release? That new The Settlers? Might want to check that out before the podcast.
How's this biz?
Brad started over, so we're in the beginning.
Okay. In the beginning.
Okay.
You can just see the tutorial and kind of get a better sense of what's going on here.
Yeah.
Question from our Discord chat about the weight of the headset. Is it fine? You've been
I was
in there a
going to
bit?
mention that. Boy, getting sweaty in here, let me tell you. I actually meant to mention that earlier. It feels like just a tad bit more front heavy than the first one did. But maybe not quite as balanced, but it's pretty close.
Does it feel like it's like slipping around on your head, like tipping or anything?
Okay. If you tighten the headband well. I mean, there have been cases where I'm like really pitching back and forth, like climbing in Horizon and stuff, where it does a little bit, but you can tighten it.
The Unionist of Pete says, does the head tracking work with one eye closed?
Yes.
Or the eye tracking?
You mean the
eye tracking. Yeah.
I would assume so. Got a ammo belt here.
How much stuff, Brad, have you found has eye tracking? Is it mostly stuff that is PSVR2 exclusive?
Yes. I think it's basically just been like menus so far. I've not seen a ton.
Oh, we're getting. I'm getting a Twitch chat is saying eye tracking only works with both eyes. Digital Foundry tested it.
Okay. All right.
How have the haptics in the headset been? Subtle?
Yeah, I don't really think about them or notice them.
Okay.
Now that you mention it, I don't know how often they're even using them, to be perfectly honest. Oof. Yeah, see, this game's not easy. I'm kind of just showing you how quickly... how quickly you take damage.
Yeah, it seems difficult.
Oof. Magic pistol.
Brad, before we bounce out for the stream, we still got like 20 minutes or so, but before we bounce out, do you want to try booting up that Gran Turismo 7 just to see what it looks like?
I can try. I've never played GT7 before, so I don't know what kind of onboarding or obstacles
tutorials.
there might be.
Yeah.
We'll see what it does if nothing else.
I hope you can get into the VR right off the bat. But
I can't remember if... I don't know if I own GT7. Some of them just drop you in to driving a car immediately, kind of like Forza did, but maybe I'm thinking of Forza, where they just start you in a car.
Yeah, I don't actually remember what the intro for GT7 was. I did play a fair amount of that game, but not a lot of it stuck beyond the weird interstitial bits where you're talking to static faces of real people.
Or like a 45-minute love letter to the history of the automobile. Oh, I remember this person. Does this game seem fun, Brad?
to be honest, I have not gotten deep enough into a run to know for sure.
Okay, fair.
It seems like it could be really cool, if extremely demanding. There's anything to play with out here? I don't think so.
Can I play Super Hot in PlayStation VR2 tomorrow?
No.
Oh.
There are not a lot of games from the previous headset that are getting updates that I know of, or not at launch, I should say.
Okay.
Yeah, I think
some more
Thumper.
stuff.
I think
Thumper,
Thumper
Beat
might
Saber.
already be available. Beat Saber is coming later.
Thumper, I think Thumper is a launch thing.
Moss,
Yeah.
right? Moss 1 and 2.
I believe
yes,
so.
I don't know if those are upgrade or if those are separate releases though. I'm not sure if you have to pay for those. Res Infinite and Tetris Effect are $10 upgrades, I believe.
Oh, no kidding! I thought those were free. All right. People asking
Yeah, I
if
gotta
you're
be honest.
using the
Go ahead.
PSVR mic. No, you have. Brad's wearing a headset.
Yeah. Yeah, I was going to say, to be perfectly honest with you, the things I'm thinking about playing are pretty much all games that I've played on other VR versions before, which is to say Thumper and Beat Saber, and that's most of it. And I don't know if I need a whole new headset just to play those games in better-looking VR. At some point, I will probably grab one of these, though.
I should have grabbed that rifle, like I said. Like I said before I wiped my save, when I would come in here with that rifle, I would not have it when I spawned. That's, I think, new? I don't remember seeing that before. Okay, this is definitely new. Wait, are these players?
Players?
These may be players. Ah! Holy shit!
Oh man, I don't know.
I don't know about this one.
This one might not be for me.
So there is like a Souls concept. Oh, that's Bear Trap.
Oh, did you step in that last time?
Maybe. It's also, it doesn't pause when you pause.
It really is a Souls-like then.
I'm gonna stick with this because I really want to understand it. Like, is that a gun over there? That's my Souls right there.
And there's no like reach into your holster kind of thing and pull out a weapon?
Oh, wait a minute. Is that... Oh my god, okay, duh. God damn it.
Somebody in the Twitch chat had mentioned that also. Thank you.
Okay, right. Yeah, I didn't... Like, there's no way to tell what gun, like, what your inventory is, that I didn't even consider that I had it in there. Oh. Ah!
Nice.
Wait, oh god. Those guys are... Oh my god, that's a dog. Is that thing coming for me? Dude, what? Wait.
No?
That thing, maybe, that thing may not be hostile? I told
No, it is.
Okay, I'm gonna give this one more try.
Your soul, you die.
I'm enjoying looking at the Twitch chat where it's just like, this seems cool, this seems bad, right after each other.
Uh-huh.
Hey.
Video games.
We all have our preferences.
I mean, there are not a lot of, like, hard VR games.
Maybe for a reason.
Like, Call of the Mountain kind of gets there. Like, I'm still finding it very approachable. I haven't died or anything in that game. But, like, it is pretty demanding. Not like this.
Not like this.
I
still really want to play Half-Life Alyx. I mean, I don't think I'm going to be playing it on PSVR2, but...
Probably not.
You never know.
Port it. I hope they port it.
Or somebody makes drivers for the PSVR2 for the PC.
That one I'm going to assume is never going to happen, and then if it does, it'll be a pleasant surprise. I would rate the chances of like full good TC support on this thing as like relatively low. But not impossible.
Without like official Sony support, you mean?
Yeah,
like
which will never ever happen.
Never's that's a long word.
Well, unless they start selling VR games on PC, but
like
they can
Rare.
get away with selling exclusives on it, right? Like they would have a hard time convincing people to buy all of their, unless it was a complicated question. But like they're selling their exclusives on PC, but as far as like the stuff that's cross-platform, people are going to want Steam VR primarily. It would be harder for them to justify.
Maybe this.
I don't.
Maybe they'll see like a hardware demand.
Well, I don't know what the bill of materials is on this thing, but they can't be making much, if any, money on selling the headset. Like they, even if they could convince you to buy everything on the PC. I don't know. It's a thorny question. All right. Boy, I hope another one of those dogs does not show up.
I love that he's trying to get his gun.
Well, so there is no gun.
Any percentage, no gun run.
Did I have to pick it up off that table to bring it in? Also, boy, are those... Is that what I think it is?
Tripwire?
Oh, it sure is.
There was a reasonably generous buffer time there.
Yeah. Gotta watch out for these things, though.
What's that tinkle sound? Or a weapon somewhere?
An item, I believe. Like a treasure chest or something. Oh, I'm super bummed that I have no gun. I assumed you would just go in with it. I didn't think you would have to grab it off the table.
Maybe this will have a gun in it. No?
Oh.
Alright, get ready to punch a wolf.
Pistol or anything?
I'm always ready for that.
Oh, man. Whoa. Oh, cool. Okay. This seems cool. Like, it's got straight up, like, 80s style roguelike stuff of, like, here's 3 cards with buffs, pick one of them type stuff. But I guess make sure to grab that gun off the table before you go in.
Good advice.
Leave the cannoli.
I thought they would just give you the default gun. I don't think there's a whole lot I can do without a gun. Is that something I can grab? Nope. Ouch. Can I have your bow? Can I have your bow? Nope.
Punch him.
Did not work.
Dang.
Alright, maybe we'll give this one another shot when I've put more time into it. Okay, here, let me... You must have some invincibility when you come back in here.
Oh, we got, thanks, Teng, for putting this in our Discord chat. Looks like an announcement from Sony on 10 more launch window games coming.
Okay.
To PlayStation VR. We got Gorn, the game I asked you about before the stream, which will be on March 16th. Knock, Bow and Arrow Soccer, which is,
Okay.
Interesting.
Hell Sweeper VR. We got Sushi Ben. I don't know what that is. Later
Sounds
this year.
great.
Another Fisherman's
Ringing
Tale,
bells.
which I like. Fisherman's Tale, that was cool. Ragnarok. Viking themed solo multiplayer VR rhythm game. And
I don't think you can just call a game Ragnarok this close to God of War. I think you need at least a couple of years of buffer on that one.
I think, hasn't that game been out for a while?
Maybe. It doesn't say if these are exclusive or new. There's
I could be wrong. I believe that's been out on PC for a good bit.
Runner, an anime-inspired motorcycle action game.
That I have not heard of. That sounds interesting.
Wait, it's called Runner, but you ride a motorcycle?
I guess.
Okay. In fairness to the game, I'm just going to go grab that rifle real quick.
Okay.
Make sure I know exactly how this works. I assumed this one was just here for practice and you didn't have to bring it in with you.
I got plenty of ammo now.
Swordsman VR, realistic sword fighting game. Start Enders, intergalactic bartending.
There's your tapper game.
Yeah, maybe. Unplugged air guitar. It says here, rock music game featuring tracks from Ozzy Osbourne, The Offspring, and Weezer.
So don't stream that one then.
All right. Last time.
I still have this weird sinking feeling that the dream pop from the kayak game is going to somehow get us dinged.
I might play some Song in the Smoke on Thursday.
Okay.
Which is from 17-bit. Here's of Galaxy and Skulls of the Shogun. I played a bunch of that last night, and it seems really interesting, but it was kind of too complicated for the time we have here to fit multiple games in. But it seems kind of, oh boy. Oh my god, I don't have time to reload! Man,
dog.
They start you with no ammo in your gun, and a dog running right at you. Bye.
Oh.
I need to get ready to get that. I'll just grab it. There we go. Oh boy.
This is just making me want like a VR version of Hogan's Alley.
This is tough. Oh my god.
Wow.
Okay. This is going to take some serious getting good at. Certainly an interesting concept, though. All right.
How you feel about booting up that GT7? See where it takes you.
Yeah, I'll throw it on real quick.
See if you're driving. Time to car.
Oh boy. Had to get the story. Okay.
Pray.
Let me out. Okay, I don't think there's a quit here.
Gran Turismo.
Think they'll add a VR section to the store soon, or your library filters?
I haven't looked on the console. On the web, you can filter by VR support.
Okay, for purchasing.
You can just filter to see all the PSVR2 games available.
All right, so you have not booted this up.
No, I have never launched this before.
How long it takes for you to get in the car?
So we will find out.
A lot of folks talking about that No Man's Sky PSVR 2 patch. I think tomorrow.
Yes, I don't.
Launch patch.
Oh, is that really?
I think tomorrow.
Interesting. I knew they were working on it. I didn't know they had a date for it. Okay. Interesting. Hitting X. Nothing appears to be happening.
Okay.
Is this something they want the actual controller for?
That'd be a real bummer.
Huh? Oh my god, where am I?
I think it might have been maybe you weren't actually staring.
Oh, maybe. Well, yeah, but there's. Hang on. Turn this on.
See what we get.
Should probably update that picture. Yes, it totally wanted me to use the actual controller for this.
Oh, it's interesting. Okay, so yeah, your right controller battery is lower than your left one, so that might have been why you're having issues with that one.
That's been happening, which is a little weird and disturbing to me.
Maybe one of them syncs with the other controller and one syncs with the console, or like
I don't
one's
know.
transmitting more.
I don't know, but the right controller has consistently been dying noticeably faster than the left, and I don't know why.
Could just be a bad battery on that one.
I'd
That
say
would
one's
be
probably
really unfortunate.
one's probably just doing more work than the other one, and the other one is syncing with it or something.
That would really be unfortunate if it was a defect, because these are not removable batteries. This probably doesn't matter for VR.
Screen does HDR, right?
Yes.
That's cool.
So, like, I will talk about it on the podcast. I don't know if I guess it doesn't show very well, not in the headset, but like playing regular 2D games in this thing, it looks pretty damn good.
Nice.
Like, I'm kind of shocked.
I think those are all locked.
Dump you to these? Why are we here?
I think this is how
it starts. Yeah, I think you just
drive.
Oh, wow. This is what I was afraid of.
No, this is good. This is much better than
No, this will get you in
tutorial.
here pretty quick, actually.
Okay. Let's just... all of it? I don't know if... I wonder maybe the VR support is just a toggle for the entire game and not a specific mode?
It might be.
Okay, hang on.
I think some folks were saying it only starts the VR once you're in a race.
Okay, I need to put these down then. Oh boy, this is a lot.
We're doing it.
Let's just jump in here. Why is that?
Okay.
Oh my god, I'm just in it. What is that
you
about?
are.
I don't know why that. Hang on, let me see if I can figure that out real quick.
What issue? What are you having?
Do you not see the big giant boundary thing?
Mm-mm.
No.
Not at all?
No, we just see the inside of the cockpit.
Oh, that's weird, and I guess it's not outputting that part. It's... oh, weird. It's still there. Oh, it's because the controllers are over here.
Oh, interesting. Okay. Like it thinks your controllers are pushed through the desk?
Yes, I could have just turned them off. I didn't think about that. Yeah, it was kind of freaking out because the controllers were outside the boundary.
Okay.
All
yeah,
right.
we didn't see any of that.
Oh, interesting.
I'm surprised I didn't output that. Oh, God.
Time to drive, baby.
Oh, this looks pretty good. I don't know.
Oh, this is kind of a lot. Oh, boy. I am terrible at realistic racing games. So.
Don't worry about it. Just drive like you would drive a car. We're not here to watch you win this race.
Yeah, this is pretty good.
Yeah, this looks nice.
Yeah, this looks really nice.
GT7 is a nice looking game.
Good. Like, this is a highly detailed car model, I can tell you that.
Well, and I mean, it's the part of the car that is designed for VR. Like, you want to see the damn cockpit, and here you go.
I almost wish, should I just stop in the middle of the track and just look at the car?
Sure.
Or just try not to wreck while I'm admiring the detail in this thing? Oh boy. This is silly.
Uh-huh. Man, now I want to play Flight Simulator with this headset. That's like...
oh, I bet that's something.
That's like 3 magnitudes. Yeah, people have been playing it with other headsets, and it seems A-okay. And obviously you can't see your yoke setup and everything.
Mm-hmm.
So that's...
Yeah, that's kind of the only downside of this thing being on the console is you can't download like weird homebrew and mod stuff like you can on the PC.
Yeah.
Right.
There's definitely a lot of that out there.
If you lean your car head out of the car, do you get wind noise?
Oh my god.
Nope, you just go and nope.
Doesn't like
Wow.
that.
Yeah, it sure doesn't. Oh my god, that's terrible.
The wireframe thing is really funny.
That's extremely disorienting. Why is it? Oh,
So
the
this
song's running
mini
out.
game is about trying to hit these different checkpoints, like to the beat of the music. So you're just trying to get to like, yeah, it's just that again.
No, I mean, can I go back to that song select and like do another one?
I don't think you've unlocked the other ones yet.
Oh, these are locked, aren't they?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh,
That's
you
cool to
can't
see.
even pick a car here.
So,
No, it
is there
doesn't
any
look
way
like
to play with the controllers, the VR controllers?
I don't know.
Hmm.
Possibly. Try it.
I mean, I guess
This feels
people-
like a game you would want a wheel for,
Yeah,
not necessarily those
right.
controllers.
Wow, they were really blinking, huh?
Oh,
Jeez,
I had
look
not
at all
seen
those
that before.
infrared lights on them. Wow, that's
Yeah.
wild.
I'm starting to wonder if something's going on with this right controller. Well, now they're both down to 1 bar. I guess it's actually not a huge difference. I don't know.
Were they fully charged when you started today?
Yes.
Okay.
Well,
so-
I had them plugged in. I used them for like 2 hours last night and then plugged them in, and the charging lights kind of came on and then went off immediately. So I certainly had them plugged in long enough. I can't do anything here with these, so I'm guessing
all right.
nothing works here.
But yeah, this mode is just a time trial, so you just have to hit those checkpoints before the timer runs down.
I definitely had them plugged in long enough to be fully charged. If they... I don't know what charging logic is in those things. It may have decided not to charge them to full for some reason. I don't know.
All else fails, go faster.
Oh, but it says brake.
Hey, just brake a little.
Drifting.
Yeah, there you go. Drift Master Bradley.
Yeah, this looks good. Like, again, the car looks amazing. The surroundings look good, I would say.
That's GT7. Like the track area always doesn't look nearly as good as the cars, which look amazing.
Oh man, you start really getting some speed up in this, and you start feeling it a little bit, or I do, in terms of like, ooh.
Are they doing any haptics in your headset for the car, like the rumble?
Does not feel like it.
Okay.
I wouldn't be surprised if they use the headset haptics sparingly.
Yeah.
Or if they're using either that, or I'm just not noticing them at all consciously, because I haven't noticed a lot. It does vibrate when you turn the headset on.
You just gonna take that from that guy?
It's here to
Give
have
him the
fun.
biz.
All right.
Give him a little
Give
tap.
him a little love tap.
Oh.
Now that's racing.
All right.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could, if you had a wheel, I could see this being pretty cool.
That feels like the ideal setup for this.
Oh my god. Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Oh god. Oh god. Are you on hydraulics? What's happening?
Feeling it.
One last bit of barfiness for everyone at home.
Ooh, I am actually getting very swimmy headed all of a sudden.
Well, we're nearing the end of our stream, so
yeah,
you'll be able to jack out momentarily.
I think this might be it for me, actually. I think 2 hours in here is about as much as someone should do.
Just a nice Tuesday afternoon drive.
leisurely.
Is your car in this game, Alex?
I think at least some. I don't know if my year is in there, but some version of my car is definitely in there.
Oh, that was a close one.
Yeah. Yeah, we can jack you out whenever you're ready, Brad. I think we got a sense of this.
How long are these?
I want to say there's one more lap and you're on it.
Okay. I don't think I'm gonna finish. Let's just see. That said, I don't know that I'll be playing a lot of this at one time.
Well,
say,
according to your battery life,
on,
you probably won't. You probably won't either.
Well, I mean, this game in particular.
Self-limiting VR time. Is this one getting to you the most?
Yes. Starting
Interesting.
to feel that kind of familiar flushed. No.
Okay. Well, maybe that's for the best.
Yeah. Let's get you out of here.
Jack out of there. Get out.
Get back to the real world.
Good.
Yes.
Return to us, Bradley.
Like I said, I played some of the Dead Space remake in here, and it's like surprisingly playable. It looks quite good
as a 2D, as a non-VR game.
It's just you just get the kind of big screen movie theater sort of thing,
right?
But high res OLED screens, like it looks quite good. All right, coming out.
Let's see that VR. Let's see that ring of VR around your face.
Oh man,
it's a good VR face.
Oh man. Okay, here goes.
Step 1, complete. Ears free. Eyes now. Head.
Okay, yeah, that's got a pretty good band around the head. Oh yeah, look at that,
dude. You have a Flesh Naruto headband right now.
Yeah, you've been in it.
Oh, that's the stuff.
The blood is flowing back into his forehead.
All right, now go have a nice barf before we go do Johnny Mnemonic.
Now you can empathize with old Johnny and his VR. You look good. You look like you've been in VR. That's the face of somebody who's been in VR.
Hello.
Look a little overheated.
Yeah, how you feeling? Better?
Very sweaty in there.
Oh yeah,
I believe
it's all rubber. Like the whole thing, the headband, like the entire face aperture, it's all rubber. So it doesn't breathe very much. It's a little sweaty after a while.
How is the there's a dial on it for the pupil.
That's for the IP. What is it? IPD, interpupillary distance. I believe.
Was that pretty easy to set up? And
there's a utility. There's straight up a just turn the dial until this looks aligned and clear type stuff.
Okay,
that was quite easy to do. That's all part of the initial setup.
Well,
I don't unless I missed something. I don't think there's a volume control on the headset anymore. There was on the first one. Unless I've missed something, I should look that up.
Maybe it's all handled in the software now. I know they have.
There's a slider you can do on the console.
Well, like we said at the top, this isn't necessarily the next step in VR, but it's certainly a catch-up step for the PlayStation VR.
Massive improvement over the first PSVR.
What do you think, Brad? In terms
of
software, needs the software.
Yeah. I mean, like there's a lot of the stuff we played is PC stuff that's coming over. So that's like if you only do VR on consoles, it's your first chance to play that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to finish Horizon. Like it's actually quite good. I'm pretty exceeded expectations significantly. Let's say
it's expensive, but comparable expensive. You feel like for what you get?
Well, it's like by headset pricing standards, it's pretty. Well, the Quest is, I think, comparable. Quest Pro, obviously, way more.
And again, you do need a console to run this thing. So
Sure.
Right.
But you would need a PC on the.
You need an even more expensive PC to run the PC headsets. So like all in by those standards, it's pretty reasonable. But
interesting.
Just in an absolute sense, still a lot of money.
So TBD on install base and software and support going down the line. TBD on any kind of support on the PC end, and TBD on what this looks like 5 years from now, where we are. I mean, what do you think lifespan of the PlayStation 5 is? At least 5 years?
I would guess. You mean from now?
Yeah, from now.
Yeah, I think they're talking 27, 28 potentially for the next consoles based on certain stuff.
Think we'll get a price drop on this in 6 months?
Maybe. The first PSVR went down pretty quickly.
Yeah, that's when I got
Within the first couple of years, I bought one too after it went on sale, like permanent sale. This one though, way more tech crammed into this headset, so they may not be able to afford dropping the price or eating the loss on this one that quickly.
Maybe. I mean, this uses, it's more self-contained than the first one, so maybe it's possible whatever is the next thing, this works with it, like a USB-C, and it's inside-out tracking, and so maybe it's a little more forward-facing. All right, Brad, let's go eat something or drink something or breathe the clean air.
Spray myself off. Yes, go outside for a minute.
Hose yourself down.
Alex, thank you very much. Like I said before, we are going to go record our Watchcast with Austin Walker and Johnny Mnemonic. All VR all the time.
Hell yeah.
Pharmacom data. It's in your head now, Brad. You gotta go purge it. You have what is it? Something seepage.
My synaptic seepage is off the charts.
It's off the charts. All right. Thanks everybody for joining us. We'll be back to Thursday streaming again with a grab bag, possibly more PlayStation VR2 stuff. We'll surely be talking about PlayStation VR2 on the podcast.
Did you get a shipping notification?
It should be here tomorrow, mine. I don't know if that'll make it before or after. That's, I guess, the official launch day. So
tomorrow. I was hoping it would come today, so you would play some of it, but we'll see.
Listen, if the controllers come charged, maybe I'll at least be able to get in there and play a little bit of it.
Mine did not. I didn't think to mention that. I unboxed the whole thing, went through the setup.
Bummer.
Takes 15 minutes or something to do all the calibration and room play area stuff. And as soon as I was through all that, I went and tried to launch a game. Straight up, your controller batteries are too low to launch this game. Please charge them and try again later.
All right. Well,
I mean, the shipping retail kits hopefully will ship with enough charge to play a game.
Yeah. Okay. Well, it's good to know. Maybe I'll plug those in first then.
Yeah, plug them in as soon as you unbox them.
All right. Thanks everybody, and don't forget we're going to have a Patron's Choice poll going up later today or this week, and you can go vote on that for the Patron's Choice on Friday, and we'll see you there as well. Thanks everybody for supporting us. Patreon.com/Nextlander to go find all that stuff we just talked about, like the Watchcast and all the Ramblecast and all that business. And we'll be back soon. See you, everyone.